Hello, ladies and gents, it's Hagbard Celine here with a classic video on feminism that I hope you all enjoy. I'd like you all to forgive me for the briefness of this video, but I'm quite busy around the holiday season, and between this trip to Vegas and that, I'm kinda gonna have to hustle these out. I hope you still enjoy them, and I'm still gonna try and be a complete asshole to these people, but here we have the crying feminist. I have no idea why she's crying, except that this is a religious experience for her.
Once I get in the zone, these videos just don't stop. So,
Oh, well, I certainly know how that is, dear.
I'm down to my skin and bone, and my mom, she can
fix that light. Let's hope it doesn't make me look crazy. Okay.
You're about to start a YouTube video where you rant about feminism and cry, and you're concerned that the light will make you look crazy. Okay.
So I wanted to talk about feminism, and I got this. I mean, it's something I'm a feminist and I'm passionate about it.
But of course you are, because that's all that matters in your circles. Passion, not reason, not intelligence, just a drive.
But Matt McGorry from Orange is the New Black and How to Get Away with Murder, he's a feminist, and he's so I love him so much.
Oh, come now, dear. Let's not fall into that age-old stereotype about women being weepy and out of control with their emotions. It's just harmful to your cause.
And I was watching an interview with him, and he was like, anybody who doesn't agree with feminism is like, are you even like a decent person? Something like that. Put like the insert quote, but...
Well, thank God you could add that in post, because we all know that feminists aren't big on getting facts right in the first place, but beyond that, he's speaking from a position of someone who has never come into contact with you crazy third wavers. Frankly, I'm all for equality. That's why I'm an egalitarian, and I'm all for women having equal rights, which is why I fight against Islam as hard as I do, because in that regressive culture, they don't. However, demanding quotas and insisting on 50-50 representation no matter what, as long as it's a position of power, is not feminism. It's creepy Marxist control, but it's not feminism.
Okay, and then I saw another video, and this girl was asking people, she was like, do you agree that men and women should be paid the same for the same job? Do you agree that men and women should do this, do that, should have the same opportunities for a job, the same opportunities for presidency, whatever the case is? And they were like, yes.
First and foremost, those are things that already exist. Women already get paid equally when they do equal work, hence it's called earning. Women can already be president, hence Hillary Clinton is running. I don't understand what feminism is still for, which is why, when asked, these people will decline to say that they are feminists. Because the movement is over. At some point, you're not asking for equality anymore.
Women asked, are they feminists? They said no. And why I think a majority of men, at least, do not want to identify with feminism is because of what the word is. It's feminism, aka feminine, aka female, aka the masculinity issues we have in society.
Masculinity issues, huh? Funny you guys don't notice any feminine issues. It's interesting that. What about gay men? You think they'd be completely fine identifying as feminists, but I know a lot of them that think you guys are regressive asshats, and they're probably right. And mostly men? Are you kidding me? Have you not heard of the honey badgers? Are you not familiar with so many of the women standing up and saying you guys are damaging because you're making everyone think we are actually weak? Because you guys sit around on cameras and whinge about how you're being kept down in a society that actually promotes your fucking advancement? Jesus Christ, people.
Masculinity is so deeply rooted in men.
Congratulations. You win a prize for biggest fucking dumbass. Masculinity is rooted in men. Congratulations. Really, we all have it here.
That they don't want to associate themselves with anything feminine. And they are scared that if they do, they'll be seen as gay or weak or whatever terms people want to throw at them. But it's sad, and it shows how much boys can't express their emotions or want for equal rights without backlash. And
Funny you should say that. You're right. Men and boys do face a lot of backlash when they ask for equal rights. When they ask for the equal right not to be genitally mutilated when they're children, when they ask for equal divorce law across the country, when they ask not to be viewed as a pedophile for playing with their fucking niece or nephew, that is asking for equal rights. But for some reason, feminists get all up in arms and start screaming about how it's not about men every time a man brings up an issue about men. So I have to call myself a feminist and never speak about men's issues. That's how I get men's issues solved. No problem.
If people just think they know the definition without really knowing what it's about, so they hear the word and think they don't identify with it, but then they identify with everything that it means. And
Oh, well, sure. When you want to use dictionary definitions to define feminism, but never use dictionary definitions to describe things like racism or sexism, it does get interesting. How's that power plus prejudice argument working? It is ridiculous that you would even make this argument. I don't even know what to say to you. People make the choice not to identify as feminists because of the behavior and actions of feminists. For no other reason. It really and truly is that simple.
who was this? I think Aziz Ansari was like, that's like saying, so if a dermatologist said, oh, I'm a doctor for people that fixes people's skin, and somebody's like, oh, you're a dermatologist, and he's like, no, that's like too far, don't label me like that. But that's what you are, that's what it means. So to believe in the equal rights of men and women is to believe in feminism, and it's so sad that people can't equate those and be scared to identify as such because of how the name sounds. And society's crazy, like.
Oh, I wholly agree. Society is going crazy, but it's going crazy because of nutballs like you that are pushing ideological principles with no reason. It has no purpose. The women's rights movement has accomplished what it needs to accomplish. Everybody accepts that women and men are equal. If not everybody, the vast fucking majority of the population. There are certainly no legal constraints in place to stop you. If prejudice is experienced by you, you have legal repercussions to put into place. I don't understand why you think that feminism is so important, or why you think you have to pay your dues to a system that gave it to you already. You're paying your dues to feminism as though it were a religion, as though it were why you were here. It is done. It was a women's rights movement, and now you have the rights. Now you're just making fucking demands.
A lot of people agree that people should be equal, and no matter your gender. So if you believe in that, you believe in feminism. Whether you want to claim the title or not, you're a feminist. But embrace it and allow, just defy those gender expectations that you can't identify as something that sounds feminine. That's how we just really need to reinvent our culture, because masculinity and femininity is so deeply ingrained in hurting people and so detrimental to our thoughts. And
how exactly are they damaging to people in society? I mean, I can see that clearly you are damaged in your thought patterns on a fairly regular basis, and by a plethora of things, I would imagine. However, most people are capable of saying words like boy and girl, and it doesn't trigger them. What kind of generation are we fucking raising with you idiots? And I can see that you're about to cry, but please try and hold it together. Your video was like 6 minutes or some shit. You should be able to get through 6 minutes without tearing up. You're making a fool of your gender.
Society in general, but that's what feminism is. And if you're how can people not be a feminist? Just embrace it. It is what it is. But I'm gonna go. I just don't understand the whole. I'll see you guys soon. Bye, guys.
Oh, and she slides in right under the wire, just barely completing her 4 to 6 minute episode without tearing up. I mean, she cried a little at the beginning when she was playing fangirl, but I'll forgive her for that. I mean, she's clearly not, she's not in her 30s or anything yet. She's young. She's dumb. Everyone understands being young and dumb. We all do, really. The unfortunate part for you guys is that YouTube exists and you insist on using it. And then you provide us with plenty of material. This has been yet another dumb, whining internet feminist for us to use as a verbal punching bag. I'm sorry for the girl that I chose this video of, and it was simply a matter of convenience. But all of your points are wrong. You're wrong. Your points are bad, and you should feel bad. To everyone who got through this with me, I'd like to thank you, and I appreciate you guys holding out while I edit these up and learn a new software and all that fun shit. And these should be regular again. Hope everyone had fun. See you later.